Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my monthly Sephora haul update just in time for the Sephora sale that actually is going to start on November 1st this year for Rouge. So you can shop Sephora collection 30% off on November 1st, or if you're Rouge, you can shop on November 1st it starts, and then a few days later we have VIB and Insider. I will have all the dates on the screen if you have not heard the dates coming up. Get your carts ready. I figured this video particularly is going to be really good for the sale because a ton of these are going to be actually in my recommendations video, which is coming up on my channel. So I had such good success this month and also a couple returns though. But we will get to that. Without further ado, let's review all the products that I purchased from Sephora this past month. I hauled them for you guys, and I'm giving you my final reviews on everything, whether it worked out, whether it didn't. Did it become a holy grail? Did I return it? We have thoughts on all these products. So thank you so much for clicking on this video, and let's jump into my Sephora haul update. I know I'm gonna get questions about my eyes. So this is actually the original Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. He just launched another one, which I did pick up. That tutorial probably will be up even before this video. I am filming things in preparation for the sale. So I did order that. That's coming in. If it's already up, I will have it linked above, but this is the first one. I cannot wait for that second palette. So let's jump into all these products. I'm gonna go in order on how I did it in the first haul video, which starts off with a return. So on a bad note, I couldn't find this to return the product, but I have the box. I returned the foundation already. This is the Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. This foundation on me made me look so oily, which is really hard to do with my normal to dry skin. Like reflective in the dark, oily. If you would have seen my trying new makeup, you understand, because I literally had no sunlight in that video and yet my skin was reflecting my window. You guys crack me up in the comments, honestly. Thank you so much for your comments and making me laugh. But anyways, this had to go back. The finished product wasn't the worst I've ever looked, but it definitely isn't my favorite foundation. And for $81, I don't want to repurchase or keep something like that when I really just didn't care for it. So I know a lot of people who have very dry skin, more mature skin, have been telling me that they have been enjoying the foundation. If you like it, that is great. I'm happy for you. Just didn't work out for my skin. There's more affordable options and just newer releases that I've personally loved so much better, which brings it to the foundation that I've actually been absolutely loving. It's a top 3 foundation right now for me. If you didn't see my top 3 video, I ranked this in there. It is so good. I'm wearing it today. It just looks perfecting on my skin. I don't look like an oil slick. It gives me good coverage. You can wear this every day or do more glam like I decided to do today. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur. 2 shades here. I currently have them mixed, more of my toasted coconut because I don't have a tan right now. But I love this foundation for how it wears, how perfecting it makes my skin look, and just everything about it. It feels lightweight. I don't feel like there's anything on my skin. It covers everything I need to cover. Checks all my boxes. I love the undertone of their neutrals, which next time for my tan shade, I'm definitely gonna get a neutral. I have Baklava right now. It's a little too yellow for me, but I love the neutrals for the Huda Beauty. So this was a top 3 foundation. New holy grail. You're gonna see this in my Sephora recommendations. I loved it so much. And then I did buy another foundation, which I haven't had a chance to try on camera. And this is kind of hit and miss with me, but for the most part, not my favorite. I haven't returned it though. It's the new LYS stick foundation, and the only thing that I can say about this that I don't like is that I feel like it kind of sits on top of my skin. It doesn't ever really mesh in, which I need to happen. Otherwise, it can start looking like you have foundation on your skin. For whatever reason, I haven't been able to have this meld into my skin. Give me that flawless, poreless looking skin that I'm looking for, but it has worked out nicely for touch-ups because it's in a stick and I have enjoyed it for that. Again, I probably wouldn't repurchase this, but I do feel like this is a hydrating stick. There's others on the market I just feel like are a little bit more smoother that I have personally tried. I love the price point. I love the packaging. So many things that I love about this, but it just wasn't perfect for me. So that's my final review on that product. We'll see if I end up using that in a try new makeup. I have the one size that I haven't hauled for you yet. I could use the LYS. We'll see what I use in my next try new makeup, but it was just so-so for me. And then this is the Makeup by Mario setting spray, which I do really like this. I think it's a decent setting spray. It has my makeup wear really nicely. It melts my powders really nice. It just is a really good finishing and long wearing setting spray. There's just others that I like a little bit better than this, but that's not to say that this is bad. I think if you picked it up, you'd like it, but because I really love my Cali Ray, my L'Oreal, my Charlotte Tilbury, for the wear of my makeup, this just doesn't beat those ones, so I just wouldn't repurchase it over. But again, I didn't return it. It's good, so I'm keeping it, but it's just not the best that I've tried. But this is the best that I've tried from Makeup by Mario. This is so good, and this is gonna be one of my top recommendations for this sale. So if you have not picked this up, wait for that video of mine, but you're gonna find out here that this is my current favorite loose setting powder on the market. It is talc free, it is blurring, it is smoothing. It makes your makeup wear long. It's not drying. My skin doesn't look dry, but it also doesn't look like an oil slick. I think it's the perfect finish. It's like a soft blur to the skin. My pores vanish. I can use this underneath my eyes. I can use it all over the face. It is versatile, it is beautiful, and it is my favorite, so definitely go check that out. I've been loving it so much. I'm going to be picking up a darker shade for when I have a tan. Right now I'm using 2 Neutral Light, which I love. Looks really good on the skin. It's good because I have no tan right now. So I'm really loving that color. And for this, for no tan, also for my concealer I'm wearing today, I've been really enjoying this too. And this does have good coverage on me. I know some people were saying this doesn't have enough coverage. I feel like it does, honestly. This is the MAC Cosmetics Studio Radiance 24-hour Luminous Lift Concealer. This is really good for my skin tints or foundations that are serum-like. Super thin, like this Huda Beauty one. I feel like this sort of consistency works especially nicely with those really thin products. And I like the luminous quality of this. It is hydrating and it's not unflattering, because sometimes with luminous, it can borderline unflattering. Shall we go back to the Patrick Ta? This is not. It is the perfect amount of luminosity. It has really good coverage. I have NC15 and you can get MAC Cosmetics on Sephora Canada. That's where I got mine. I do really enjoy it. It's my favorite luminous marketed concealer on the market currently. It's really, really good. I think MAC has really been stepping it up, and I'm loving what they're doing with their releases. And we're gonna keep moving it on to new Holy Grail products. This haul, I don't know what happened with this haul, but it truly has replaced so many products. Most videos, I don't find a Holy Grail product. This video was multiple products. So you're gonna be seeing so many of these in my recommendations. I'm in love with these next 2 products. We have the Say Dew Bronze Bronzer. I'm using that to bronze up the skin today. It is such a beautiful color. It's in the shade Swim. I can use this when I'm tan, when I'm more fair. It just is the perfect tone. This can make your bronzer look a little bit more luminous if you like that, or you can set it and mattify it. It has the perfect consistency to go over top of a fully set face. You can use it on top of your liquids. It's not going to lift. It is so good. So if you're looking for a liquid cream bronzer, this is my new favorite. Holy Grail status, perfect color, checks all the boxes. It is that good. And then for blush, this is actually blurring and it's a liquid. It's the Cali Ray Blurry Blush. I have the shade Dope. Again, this formula is out of this world incredible for me. It just makes my cheeks look so good. The color, I have texture. This is the worst part of my face and it doesn't look textured. It looks so good, so smooth. Beautiful color, really livens up the face in the shade Dope. I want to check out more shades. I love the packaging. This is just a product that I need you to try. It is so good. Again, those are new Holy Grail products. And then I have my camera cover lens here to remind me that I returned a product. So that is supposed to be my Tower 28 powder, which you guys encouraged me to return because the consistency of it was just off. When I opened it, it had all these little bumps on it, which shouldn't have that. I know a bunch of people reached out and said they had issue with theirs as well. So if you have those little bumps, I would return it. It was just too dry for my skin, and the texture of it just should have been smooth. It did nothing for my under eye area. It aged me. It made me dry. It just was not a powder for my under eyes. But again, I obviously got a bad one, so the formula could be good. I know a lot of people are really loving it. Even over Charlotte Tilbury, people are loving that powder. But for me, it was a no. I'm hesitant to repurchase to see if I still like the formula, but I just don't think it's going to be for me. So that went back, and those were the only products that I sent back. They really didn't work out for me, as you guys can see. Then I've been really loving this Dior Forever Skin Contour in medium. It is nice and ashy, perfect for contour for medium skin. I did use it lightly today, though this is pretty deep for my skin right now, but I used it on the back portions of my cheekbones just to give me more sculpt to my face, and I do really like this. I do have to be careful when I'm more fair like today, but this has been working out so nicely when I have a tan, and it actually adds shadow and sculpt to the face just due to the color. The one that's a bit lighter than this is quite warm, actually. It's more bronzy in my opinion. So I really love the medium shade because I wanted a true contour. And then we have another new Holy Grail product, which this, I'm done with trying lip treatments after this. This has worked so good for my lips. I feel like it's like lip filler in a jar for me, which I've never had. So this gives me a little bit of plump. I love it. This is the Laneige Bouncy and Firm Lip Treatment. It smooths out the lines of my lips. It hydrates them. I feel like after I apply this, even if it's just prior to doing my makeup, by the time I get to my lips are nice and full and juicy and ready for lipstick application. It is that good. It works really fast for me. I don't use this as an overnight. This has just been a treatment in the mornings prior to putting on my makeup because I feel like it just preps my lips so perfectly. So definitely check this out. If you were looking for a new lip treatment, this is it. I love it. It's better than their overnight mask, their lip balms. It's the best thing that Laneige has done, in my personal opinion. It is so good. And then a new Holy Grail liner because October was the best month ever. It was a good month for me, and this is the Hourglass Waterproof Gel Liner in Chestnut. I have it in my waterline right now. You can see it. It lasts in the waterline, and it's this beautiful maroon color, which has a little bit of a red undertone, which really brings out the green in my eyes. It's such a pretty tone. Typically I wear this on my lash line. Smudge it out. You don't have to sharpen it. It's one of the retractable ones. It's just so convenient and easy to use. It wears well, but also goes on nicely. So smudges nicely, but sets down. So good. Love the color. It's just a new favorite eyeliner. I've been looking for some good eyeliner. So that one made the cut for me. And then also this is a really good replacement for the Glowish Blur Jam. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer, and this is just different because it's a little bit thinner of a consistency than the jar one, because I believe they just needed it to be able to squeeze out of a squeezy tube packaging. I don't feel like there's much difference in how smoothing it is for my pores. It has that cooling sensation. It's just the consistency is a little bit thinner than the old version. So I love this. It's silicone free. If you're looking for a silicone free primer, look no further. This smooths out the pores so nicely. I have pores and texture. I've tried all the primers. This is a top primer. I got one of the new Sephora cream lip stains, and this is in shade 124. I don't use a liquid lip, cream lip stain, anything like this that often anymore. I'm really into bullet lipsticks, but this is a good option. I love the color. I purchased it because I saw someone wearing this color when they were doing swatches for Sephora collection, and this one just stood out to me. They don't have my watermelon slice though, so I'm a little bit sad about that, but I do really like this pink color. It's not a color I typically wear, so I'm really glad I picked it up. For a cream lip stain, I do feel like at the end of the day, they are just a little bit drying compared to a bullet. That's why I don't personally purchase them all that often, but if there's a color I like, I'll make an exception. And then if you're looking for a hair product, this is really good. So I got back into using this kind of mousse foam for my hair. It adds texture, but volume to the hair, and I've been having issue with my hair holding a curl. So this has been giving really good volume. I'm going to try and wear this for my recommendations video, so you can see the kind of volume in my hair. If it didn't happen, I'll let you know in the comments on the screen or something. But I'm gonna try and remember to use this in my hair for that video, but it's a hair wash day. I couldn't use it today. This is the Briogeo Style and Treat Yuzu and Plum Oil Full Miracle Styling Foam. I saw this from a girl on TikTok. She used it in her hair, and the volume it gave, it especially is so good at the crown of the head to get volume, which I struggle with. So if you're looking for something to add volume, it smells good, you do not need a lot of this product either. So this is gonna last me forever because the amount of volume I got with so little is incredible. So highly recommend this if you're looking for something to add texture and volume to the hair. Then I had this Sephora setting powder, which I would recommend to check out during the sale if it's 30% off. It's a really good price point. I was using this to brighten up underneath my eyes, and you can use this all over the face, but this is really good for smoothing if you just want to work on that area of the face, for me at least, because it gives that brightness. So I have been enjoying this, but if I were to recommend one powder, it's still the Mario. That has been the best of the best. And then for Fenty, this formula, a little bit disappointed by the more that I've used it. I fell in love with the color. It's in Lollipoppy, super bright coral. I think it's so pretty. You need such a small amount of this product. It's so pigmented, which isn't my personal favorite formula for blush. I personally prefer something a little bit more buildable than this formula because it can go patchy if you're not careful. So it's not very user-friendly for me, but I do love the color, so I kept it. Still not my favorite blush formula out there, so I'm not going to be purchasing any more of those during the sale. And then I have one last thing from Fenty Beauty, and this is so pretty. I'm thinking about getting, I think it's Glazed Donut or Blazed Donut, something like that. It's a pink during the sale, but this one is Tulip Kiss, and this is one of the Fenty Beauty High Shine Gloss Sticks. And this is so pretty. I bought this one because of Glamzilla. She said she went through a bunch of this one particular color. It's a really good nude. I have a little bit on today, just in the center of my lips, and then I have my Maybelline lifter liner and on it to complete, and just been loving that formula. I love how they smell, like the gloss bombs, the sticks. They have that Fenty scent that I really, really enjoy. Love that. And I think that's everything for this haul update. I wanted to get it up prior to the Sephora sale coming up. It was about a month's time, and I wanted you guys to know what was worth it, what was not, and you're going to be seeing so many of these in my recommendations video, which I don't know when I'm going to post. It will be up prior to the sale start of November 1st, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a long one, and I cannot wait to film this week. The Mario palette's coming in, my Rex videos, favorite time of year, and I'm so happy with all the releases. The Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos. I don't know when those are releasing, but I want those. So many good things coming up. So I'm so excited for makeup right now. If you are too, let me know what you're looking forward to in the comment section below. I would love to know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, for commenting, liking, sharing. Thank you so much for all you do. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.